Alright, hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a wig care, like how to care for your wigs, like 101, the basics, and things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do, things like that. So, I've been wanting to do this video for like a while now, but I wanted to get very or at least get generalized with wigs, get a little handle on them, and see how they work, everyday use, all that stuff, all that good stuff. And this is just pertaining to synthetic wigs, not like real actual hair. This is just synthetic. So let's get into the video. Something that I want to talk about first is how to store away your wigs. If they come in a package like my Sunwell Green Bob wig did, then I tend to put it in its packaging. It came in this. So I just store it away in that, and I put it away, goes in here, and it's good to go. So if I have a wig that I maybe lost the packaging for some reason, or it just didn't really come with somewhere to put it in, then I tend to do this. Okay, so this is my purple ombre haired wig. It's from Charisma. They do give you packaging when you get from Charisma, but I lost the packaging for some reason, and so I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I rolled it inside out, so as you can see, it just unravels now. And I don't know where I got this from, really. Who was it? It was Glam and Gore. She made a wig video, and her collection of her wigs, and she said that she just saw someone at a wig store kind of package her wigs for her that way, and she got to doing that. So then I was like, maybe there's something to it. So I've just been doing that. I don't know if it really helps preserve them more or not, but I mean, I haven't seen any real damage to them. It tends to help. So that's the way I package them. I just put them inside out and stuff them into it, nicely into the wig. So let's move on. So something I want to go over really quick is curly haired wigs, curled wigs, they're curled. And it's more kinky, on the kinkier side, that type of wig. What you definitely do not want to do is take a brush and brush this girl out. So I don't tend to really brush her. If anything, I just comb my fingers through it and just try and get her looking as tamed as possible. If there's knots, I'm not gonna run a brush through it. I'm not gonna try and force my fingers through it either. It's just gonna end up ruining the wig, really, and that's not good. So with curly hairs, I tend to not really brush them. Just try and get it as tamed as possible, really, and just keep her looking as curly, because that's the point of them. So when dealing with curled hair, it's curled, I also tend to not like to brush them out. If I am going to brush them out, if they're really bad, then I will. But if I can avoid it and just kind of separate the curls out and detangle it just a little slightly, because the point of the wig is to be curly. It's not going to be straight and very tangly. I don't know. So it doesn't really matter to me. It's only when they get really bad. But I tend to just also run my hands through it, trying to get it as tamed as possible, on top and stuff, so that it doesn't look bad or anything. But she's a fairly decent wig. If you guys want, I will do a Charisma update. I don't know. Charisma has been on the rise lately. Crazy. Next, we have my oldest wig of all. It is the silver gray ombre Charisma hair. Here she is. Oh my god, I smacked myself. Wow, it scared me. Here she is. She is looking very worn and used out because I wear her a lot. She's my favorite, you guys, and she's held up fairly well, I'd say. But she's in need of some TLC now. She is. So if she was not as bad as she is right now, she was just tangled, I'd just run a brush. You should use either a wig brush, a specialized one for just wigs, or a wooden one, those would have I don't know, they're different fibers. Do never use the ones that are like plastic or like, or you could also use those combs, the ones that have, they're just, I should just insert pictures. I don't know why I'm struggling to find one. I'm not gonna find one in here. But yeah, you should use one of those and just really section parts out and just comb it through until all the tangles are out. That's what I would tend to do if she wasn't this bad. Once it's combed out and like I got pretty much all the knots out, I tend to run it with what do you call it, a straightener. I don't know why I lost that word. I tend to run it with a straightener, make it as smooth as possible to really just see where it just can't, the straightener just can't work its magic anymore, because every wig owner kind of knows when it's just, there's just no fixing the very like bad ends to them. They tend to get really, let me see if you can see this, they tend to get really bad, the ends of it, and sometimes straightening it will help, but most of the times, like once it's gone really bad, it just won't do anything for it, really. So once that does happen, if you straighten it and it's good, then that's great. But if not, what I do with the third step would be is to cut it, to cut the wig, cut the split ends, as I like to call them. They're just like if you had split ends in your hair, which I do, but you just cut them off. So that's what I do. I just cut little by little and see where like it still needs some or if it doesn't. So that's how I usually do it. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is how I'm going to show you right now, and that's the main focus I feel of this video, is what I'm going to do in the process that I'm going to go through. So follow me. So we are now in my kitchen with this pot that we have that boils water really fast, but if you do not have this, just boil water in a regular pot, but also make sure that the temperature is all right for your wig, because you don't want to burn it or melt it away. No, I did not put anything in this water, it's just water. Make sure to test a little bit of the boiling water in your hair. It's always better to be safe than sorry, so that's what I'm doing here. So now that you have your boiled water and ready, you want to be very careful because you are working with really hot water, and all you're really going to do is just pour it over the hair. This is going to help the synthetic fibers just really loosen up, and I just like the way that it makes the wig end up looking and feeling. You'll see. So just pour this all over the hair, and feel free to make 2 batches of hot boiling water because you're probably going to need it if you have working with a lot of hair, which I am. Alright, so the process that you just saw with the hot water is the same thing as, you know, combing it out and straightening it and then cutting it if you have to. It's the same thing, but I tend to like this a little bit more. I don't know why. I guess it's easier, you can say. Actually, it is, because you don't have to go in and straighten the whole thing. You just run hot water over it, and it just kind of just works that in the fibers and stuff, and it makes it more, I don't know, rejuvenated for some reason. So I have footage of what it looks after. So here is the wig after you do the whole process. She looks a lot better. She's looking more fluent, better, and I'm starting to curl her over here. So this is basically all it does, and you have to comb through it after she's dry and stuff. So definitely a good process to go through for your wigs. That's all. So you do need to still comb it out and stuff. Do not do it when it's wet, when it's dry. That's why this is 24 hours later, and it's looking good. So after that's done and it's straightened and it's good, and I cut it if I have to, then I will style it because I like this wig to be wavy, so I run a curling iron through it. And yeah, that's it. That's basically all I do to take care of my wigs, and it tends to work. I've had that wig for a while now. I don't remember when I posted my Charisma Silver Ombre wig, but that's how old that wig is. So I use it barely, like a lot. I don't do it for everyday wear, so if you're looking for everyday wear, that's probably not for you. But if you guys want, I will do maybe a wig collection or an update for the Charisma wigs, because there's a lot of hype around them. Oh my god, I need to notice that I had this. Ah! What is that? Oh my god. Now I just messed up my lipstick. Great. That's how I'm gonna end this video. So we have reached the end of this video. I hope you guys took something away from this. Hope you learned something. I don't know. But if you did, give it a like, leave a comment, any questions. I will get to you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. So, bye.